this right here would represent man in his uninitiated state. And these are the grades of initiation, him moving forward, working towards that state of evolution or Christedness. And through working with the animalistic aspects of oneself, one is able to thus evolve and grow into a man of higher stature.
And when you're talking about animalistic nature, what that means is the nature of a child, innocent, knows no better. That's the energy of stepping into the animal, because the animal doesn't know any better. As long as the needs are fixed, the animal's fine.
But as the man goes through his initiatory experiences, he grows in stature and gains certain gifts, and his nobility increases until he is like Ra, with the disc above his head, holding the scepter. This, to me, is an esoteric representation of woman and her working with nature, traveling about her life, learning to work with the things of nature that have been given to her, until she becomes that mother, that great mother who sits upon the throne, who others will pray to in order to receive instruction. And
because she is the wise oracle, she knows all.
She does know all. And she leads the wise men out into the fields to work with the things of nature, to guide others to that same point of origin.
So this would be considered what we're doing right now. You notice there's more people growing their own food. They're having their own chickens. They're having all this stuff now going back to that nature as you speak. So how many times have we done this?
The forces of nature working within the spirit of the Kundalini, the left and the right, the Pingala and Ida. It's definitely a symbol of working, venerating that which is above, which is below. And through our processes of that, we come to that standpoint of what looks like the Ark of the Covenant by working with those mysteries of the serpent.
Which, in other words, would be a way of saying, by doing all of what we just talked about, it awakens your actual natural senses, because you're getting rid of all of the pharmaceutical, you're getting rid of all of the GMOs, you're drinking wonderful water, you're getting back to your natural state, which sparks that Kundalini, or if you're not like me, I had mine sporadically, and then that brings you into that state of the Ark of the Covenant, because you have to go through that purification system to be able to find the Ark of the Covenant.
To me, it represents, the left and the right, and, sitting in stillness with that Kundalini energy, with the forces of nature, learning to harness the forces of nature through simple stillness and understanding of the Kundalini. Also, all arts of war and, peace are obtained within that. And coming closer to nature.
Going back to your states of growing, like we just talked about, going back to.
This right here seems like the cosmic egg or the cosmic womb, or maybe the great awakening.
Yeah, the Big
Bang.
So
this could be, like that which is in the past is in the future, so this could be what's coming. Everyone working together.
Actually, what I've seen is all of this is being able to create a different energy and exuding out that different energy, bringing you into
a state of oneness.
A state of oneness.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
The peace between the left and the right. What is
masculine and feminine?
Yes. Laying down like
because once you've gone through that process of clearing and cleansing and all that stuff, and you exude that brand new energy, you have a balanced masculine and feminine energy within you, which is pretty much makes you your own God.
This kind of reminds me of my grandparents passing. Both of them passed months apart. And my grandfather passed first, then my grandmother went. But that that holy serpent came to me after my grandmother had passed, and she came with him in a vision.
Wow.
And both of them in this cosmic white light of the serpent power.
Wow.
And they
I
were
love
just
your connection
showing
to
me
Egypt.
that there's no death.
There's
There's never any
absolutely.
death.
This is just a meat suit to get us to have an experience. Is all
Yeah.
this is.
Yeah.
And the thing is, with the media and everything else is going on, they're programming you, getting you to manifest as a collective their agenda.
And dis-ease, and poisoning yourself with artificial chemicals that are very hard to remove. They can be removed from the body, but it's going to take a lot of work to remove things like the vaccine out of people's
Oh.
bodies. It's going to take a
I'm
really
working-
great chelating agent.
I'm working with
like-
Spirit right now, putting together a concoction to be able to pull that out of that system on the energetic level first, and then the mind, and then it'll manifest into the physical body of them not having it. It's like it's almost like they purged it out, and then you just put a shield on.
Yes.
So that's what Spirit and I are coming up with next, is a way to, all those people that are finally, with the energies right now, you can't help but wake up.
Yes.
You
You're either
can't
going to
help.
wake up or you're going to go crazy, or you're going to create
Well,
some
when you
type of...
find your presidents and
Yeah.
your favorite actors and actresses, I love Taylor Swift, but now she's chanting "Summon the Demon" at her shows.
Well, if you actually look back, the high priestess of the Satanic Church is the same woman.
Yes,
And
I've heard
she
that
hasn't
many times.
aged in over 100 years.
Right.
Probably because she's drinking adrenochrome from little children that they're harvesting under New York City and these other big cities. That's why all these underground tunnels exist, because they're keeping these kids as slaves so they can suck the very life out of them, so they can keep these elite young.
Thing is about consuming young blood. They have, the younger the child, the better. If you can get a newborn, that's like precious.
And that's why they were so for the stem cells.
Isn't that where adrenochrome comes from?
Yes.
So if they can sacrifice a young child and take all that blood and consume that blood in their mind, because they create their own reality. So as long as they're abiding by the laws of the energies, you can't. The only way that you could actually fix what's happening is to actually switch channels, and that channel goes away. That's that split Dolores Cannon talks about. The 3D Earth goes away, the 4D Earth rises, and you don't have, it's like everything just like slowly just crumbles, and pretty soon everybody is doing what they want to do, which is just live effing life.
Yeah. I hope.
All right, tell me about this bottom part.
This bottom part. Well, this looks to me that which is above is that which is below, and there's these two paths. There's one of the razor's edge, and there's one of oscillating between the left and right hand path. This top one looks to me like the alchemist path, which is going from left to the right hand path. And then there's the straight and narrow. And this looks like the sword, working with that in order to cut through the fetters that bind us, so we can, looks like a vessel of water and someone praying to the vessel of water.
So in